Good morning, this is Darth Ravage07 again with another quick review this morning after an early morning trip to go find some quiche. Decided to look in the toy section after talking to my manager friend at Walmart in Weeville last night, and I found this guy today. Part 2 of my video Netflix War for Cybertron. We have Optimus Prime 3-pack with the Energon axe and the shield. And we'll take a quick look at the side. That's Optimus looking all Optimus-y. This is Interax and Shieldron along with Optimus Prime. And I gotta say, if you just wanted the single no trailer, this is a great set to pick up. Probably have a lot easier time finding this versus his casemate Soundwave. There's the Earthrise black, red, and white silhouette like they did for the Siege. With all that said and done, let me pop these little couple of tape things apart and get him open. And again, these new ones are not using the heart of Cybertron anymore, so that's a big plus. The only thing when I get Soundwave out of the packaging, I flipped the little extra blaster bit that does the telescoping across the room, so there's that little warning there when you're getting it out of this tightly packaged. And try not to break or scrape, because I've already got one scrape on my Soundwave. So with those little warnings aside, and the homework of going into the description if you haven't already done so, and subscribing to my channel. If you already subscribed, thanks again to all the 127 that have subscribed to my channel. Comment, like below, the whole 9 yards. If you got some extra scratch you get there towards this channel to help it grow, that would be appreciated. With the Patreon there, and there's some cruises links down in there if you guys are interested in looking at some discounted cruises and you're curious. If you've never been and you like the water and all the good stuff that comes with that, it's a floating hotel, guys, that goes to different ports of call. You get to see very different parts of the world, and everything is beautiful. And I've been on 4 so far, and I can't wait to go on my next 40 cruises. So I mean, please visit those links. Let me assist you in putting together your dream vacation. And you don't necessarily have to go on a cruise. We do have some other attractive land packages down in that description there, and the cruises links website, and my Facebook shows off a portion of my most recent trip. I gotta get some more pictures out there and get some more stuff to show you guys what you can expect when you come to do your cruise, and take lots of pictures. Alright, with all that said and done, homework's done. Let's get Optimus out of his box and see how cool he really is. Thanks for watching. And for some further prosperity, there is no heart of Cybertron in front or back. And as we can see, this is very much going to be Earthrise Optimus without a trailer, in a darker color blue, and some great detailing like always. Thanks again for watching. Let me get him on out of the package and we will get this guy going. So we got the elephant in the room, and what's so different between the both of them? Looking at it head on, you can see that the blue tinted headlights are like a little slightly yellow and clear. Same with the windows. The windows are different, blue on the Earthrise, and like this. So with that, top down. Let me pull this off of here. Here's your top down view, guys. I don't know if anybody's ever showed that off. You can see that the gun is slightly lighter when it's Earthrise. This is definitely a blacker, darker gun. From a lighter blue to a darker blue. Everything else is still painted the same. Even on the back side, where there's gray bits below the smokestacks, there is now dark blue. And then, so we'll do a quick 360 right here with these guys. Thank you for watching, and let you see for yourselves the differences. Oh yeah, and back here on the back end, these are painted, and that is not. I may take some red and touch that up where it's silver. I'll do it red there and see how it does. And if I like it, then I might go back over that with the red to give them some, stop lights. Keep going around the block. There again, it's the light blue versus the yellow, slight yellow. And then oh, they didn't forget to paint the front or the back on this guy, where they forgot to paint the front, so I still go back and do the touch-up work there. Shame on me, I didn't do that yet. Both of these are awesome. Excellent mini masterpieces. On my first one of these I got out of box, the engineering was off, and this thing bowed and buckled, and it had like deep down inside of there in the transformation, you see where somebody put the pin in crooked, but that's not the case with this. This is just highly great done, detailed. They did Optimus justice, both with the Earthrise regular release and his his War for Cybertron Earthrise release here. It's just a very, very well done. Feels very tight. So that's the truck mounted aside. Let me get this shield up here and show it off. This is I think it's sound barrier. So shielding is just a repaint. He's got some silver and some gold there. You can see how the robot mode works out. It pegs into that. Not even really going to bother with the transformation for either one of these, because I'll leave them in his shield and axe modes. And this is Eneron axe. It's a pterodactyl. That one might actually be cooler in a pterodactyl mode, but there again, Optimus with his Energon axe. This is a great homage to that. So that's said and done. Let me get these guys back into robot mode and give you the synopsis that you need to, if this guy's actually worth picking up again or not. I do like it, so, and this will probably be the one I take with me and don't have to chip the paint on that one anymore. Anyway, all that said and done, give me just a moment. Okay guys, with Optimus Prime already being my all-time favorite characters ever, it's hard to say no to either one of these. Some obvious differences again there is that the blues and stuff used in the Earthrise War for Cybertron version Netflix has a darker blue throughout, as you can see there. The other thing I like about this one versus this one is that the blue is more solid in the legs than the gray peeping up between the legs. The tint in the chest, I like the blue better than I like this yellow. They could have just did this again, but it, you know, there it is again. I have to say I like, this is hard because I like the way this does with his eyes and sunlight, and this light blue lets you kind of see that the eyes, you know, he's got light blue eyes. He's got those metallic blue eyes, and inside you really can't appreciate it. Let me back that off again just a little bit there. Let's get these guys back a little bit. Going to do a 180 of both. Let you see that where it was gray, it is not. It's painted. That's not painted. It is painted on this guy here. You can see how it's shinier, almost identical in the rear section there. Again, there's the lighter blue of the original Earthrise, and then here's the War for Cybertron Netflix. There again, darker black versus a lighter, shinier, lighter blues, like when it's paint. It just really does pop right there. And then silver on the smokestack doesn't seem to have changed at all, nor the silver detailing going down the side of the arm, nor the silver detailing on the gas tanks on the rear part of the leg. Just an all in all, an outstanding repaint, reproduction. And like I said, this guy will be on display. He won't go nowhere with me. This guy will probably go everywhere with me, and he's got his Energon shield and his Energon axe. And I'm not going to really transform those because that was the intent, is for him to have those weapons. And the fact that flips and has a robot, and that flips and has a robot pterodactyl, is just crazy. My other big question is, and maybe y'all know this or have heard something along the way, is this guy getting a retool repainting for the 86 Studio series or the Kingdom line. I see that we got RC coming, and it looks like they did nothing to her. So, I mean, this guy was solid anyway to begin with, and is definitely one of my favorite Voyager molds of the Siege line. Then the Siege Optimus was not bad, but this is a favorite. It's more of a masterpiece, and being Earth mode, definitely a masterpiece. I thought that they might go through and paint the lights yellow or even silver, but they didn't do that on either of the releases. They did manage to get the windshield wipers, and oh, here's the other small bit of detail. That's painted, and that's not. But like I said, this guy, I think it feels more sturdy, at least my copy. And then this guy, it's not that he doesn't feel sturdy. I just want to keep a really nice version of it and not let my brother drop a cement block on it like what happened to G1 Optimus. That all said and done, I really do love it. I need to get the upgrade to the trailer there. And anyway, that's my review of the War for Cybertron Earthrise Optimus with the Energon X and the shielded figures. And if you hadn't done so, comment below, let me know if you guys are going to, like, you know, maybe consider picking him up and or not. And don't forget to subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. Thanks again. Until all are one, have an excellent and safe weekend, you guys.